Welcome to Dariusburst Chronicle Saviours. Today we return to the mode of the name of the game. Last time! Oops, everything happened. Today I'm going to try and get this alternate route. And for that I'm gonna immediately cut and come back to you at the winning run, because there's no reason for you to watch me just beat this relatively easy set of stages over and over again until I finally beat it with enough score. See you then. Is it enough? That's enough. Oh, I even got the no damage bonus. Reports indicate a strategic victory was achieved in this sector, with intel indicating a single unit successfully battled an entire Balza squad. And now we can select next zone, and we can go the alternate route. That took maybe an hour or so of trying all kinds of different things. In the end, I had to look up someone else doing it. And the solution just ended up being use the preset character, but oh, it looks like our squad was the only one that escaped that network attack. Darius, that's good news. The solution is just using the preset character, but with max power. Because second at max power is just super powerful, like we got to times 60 score multiplier almost immediately. And then pretty much stayed there for a whole stage. So yeah, that is the trick. Although, in that hour of myself trying things, mostly with Murakumo, I got pretty close. I got to 59 or so points. Not 59, but whatever many zeros there need to be after the 59. But regular scoring tricks just didn't do the trick. Regular scoring tricks in this game are enemies come in squads, as you can see here. Every time you take out a full squad, you get a multiplier of 3000 times your score multiplier. If you take out a squad with your burst, you get an even bigger multiplier. And if you take out a burst with, for example, if you take out a squad with the explosion at the end of Murakumo's burst, you get an insane score multiplier. Wingclaw. That's a crab. Not sure if we saw that one. And you also get an insane score multiplier if you use counter bursts to take things out. And there is some strategically placed enemies that use bursts in the second stage that you can counter burst and then fight a whole part of the stage with a huge multiplier. So that's fun, but it wasn't quite enough. It might be possible, but I never got the no damage bonus on the second stage, because there is one part that's really hard to just get through unharmed with Murakumo. At the beginning with the asteroid field, where one of the bigger ships sits between two asteroids at the top, it's really hard to squeeze through there without getting hit. But the battle on the Balza homeworld was fought by two crafts, a tiered military-based test pilot ship and a combat drone. But eventually this works just fine, because it just takes out every enemy on the screen. Now the question is, how long is this going to be? Because there is absolutely no indication how long this alternate route will be. Wouldn't it be fun if it went on for 10 stages or so? This is also my first try with this particular setup. It's just that good. Obviously, I usually don't feel like cheating that much. I gave myself a bit more shields than necessary, just in case things go awry in the alternate route, which so far is not happening. Mirage Castle. It's the castle that does not have curvy lasers, so I'm not too worried. How much will I destroy the first phase with this superpowered shot? I mean, not completely, but it's also not doing much. I mean, it's doing something. But yeah, unless this goes incredibly long or throws a whale at me, then I'm not too worried. Oh yeah, speaking of worried, weird translation. I was looking up how to do this, and the video description said that this is the hardest of these score goals, or one of the hardest possibly to achieve. So this further proves my suspicion that by going down this route in the map, we might have accidentally gone to one of the harder parts in the game right at the start. I mean, it's an option the game provides, and we took it. It might just have not been the smartest decisions. Then again, we did persevere, so maybe it's fine. It just means that possibly after we are done with this... Wow, I got actually hit. After we are done with this corner of the map, we might actually not be in as much trouble for a while. But I guess that's something to find out. This new ship was based on a captured enemy unit. In addition to standard equipment and weaponry, it boasts a brand new burst engine. So the enemies had it first, huh? I mean, enemies are using it frequently. And I guess this is how we found it. Also, it continues still. Little whales from all directions. Oh, shield, don't despawn. Not that I'm lacking shields. And I don't need power of any sort at all, to be honest, because I'm maxed from the start. Not sure how score drops work, because they have very different amounts of score at different times. That was a decently used gold, I guess. Score, whoa! That was sneaky. Just sneaking up and shooting at me right away. Violent Ruler. This tends to be a final boss, right? Also, it's the weakest version. How does this thing handle so many shots from my hand? I mean, I can't counter these bullets. Well, it's countering this quite well. Yeah, this might not be too much of a problem, I hope. I say, knocking on wood. Then again, it does this move, which good luck predicting it and going into possibly the opposite corner of where it is or die. But really the only move this thing does that really worries me is when it goes to the bottom. Now comes its burst, which means I can go in and just shoot it with all my things. Oh, here comes that attack. Oh, got over it once nicely. Got over it twice nicely. But now comes the part with the lasers, unless I destroyed the things that shoot lasers. Nope. I guess that's not an option. Having seen the other rulers, the gaps between the yellow bullets here are just huge. Missile spam again. I don't worry about that. I worry about this time. I actually dodged it for once. Got hit by another thing though. And you're done. Were you the final boss? Find out. You are! Little by little, the hyperspace network is recovering. We now have limited contact with our homeworld, Darius. So yeah, after finding out how it works, it wasn't that bad. So victorious, this music. And now it says tab down there. Does that show me... Yes, pressing tab shows the alternate route. Okay. And they are scored differently. Makes sense. Makes all the sense. Great. That means we are done with a tendril of the map again, which means next time we can do DLC, but obviously we're not gonna stop after one stage. As I said, we're not gonna do these just yet, but we are gonna keep moving here with Chamada. And we are getting to use Gaiden again. How are we... Actually, that's a question about these stages. When do they happen? I guess they still might happen... when the original stages happened in the timeline. Actually, possibly not. No, they are 1905. Yeah, they might have changed time and story. Anyways, now we are in 1906. And we get to use Gaiden again. We are out of using just Origin and Second. No drops, burst auto charge, ending with some castle. Very powered up. We are incredibly close to the beginning of the game. So maybe we are already starting having an easier time. Ice. Definitely something I like hearing at this point. Something I also should mention. During all that trying to score high. I did unlock 2 new ships for our cheating purposes. One of them is Assault, which is very interesting. I unlocked it because I read on the internet that it's very good for scoring, but I couldn't really do any better than with Murakumo on that previous stage. Maybe we will learn how that ship works better in the future. It looks very interesting, that's for sure, so I'll definitely show it off as soon as we get into trouble again sometime. It doesn't feel as broken as Murakumo though. That might just be because I don't fully understand it yet. And the other ship I unlocked was the one we actually used to beat it, which was second. Because I never intended to unlock second before that. But at max power it's actually very good, and that's good to know. I guess there is some compensation for it not having a burst. I wonder if I'm now gonna instinctively do some scoring tricks when the opportunity arises. Okay, you are easy with this ship because we need to destroy your segments so we can safely go below you. But fun to imagine that we could have met you this early, and we just didn't. Whoa, 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 whoa! For a second it felt like you were aiming at me. Maybe you were. Well, you're dead now. But that hurt my feelings. Just all the snakes. At least not 2 at once this time. But yeah, I'm not sure what determines the value of a score drop. Because those 3 I just picked up were all incredibly different. $200, 1,060, 200, 1,060, 1,600. $800. That was a lot for some reason. See, I don't understand at all. I mean, we read up on score drops on the webpage. Maybe I should look back on that. I would assume it would have to do with the score multiplier, but clearly my multiplier does not change as much as the value of the score drops. In fact, it was 24 for both the previous ones. This is a long stage. I'm kind of really hoping we are going into areas with easier stages now, because then my practice in the harder stages will actually pay off. Well, it's Fawnwheel, where I fought a lot today, who is incredibly easy, although I did mess him up in the winning run. Because I moved below its lasers, even though it's always safe above its lasers. It doesn't matter this time, because it doesn't have any lasers. Must have been a technical difficulty on his part. But yeah, these curvy lasers are very easy to dodge. This is still the hardest part to actually dodge properly, because it's so close to you. And it actually does use a burst if you don't kill it soon after that. Which surprised me once. It's Mirage Castle as a final boss. If you want any indication that this is easier than what we have been doing before, it's the assumption that Mirage Castle makes for a decent final boss. Challenge. Don't get hit or restart immediately. We don't do that here. But we are gonna try to not get hit. Because it's definitely possible. In fact, the blue snaky lasers are now the hardest part. Unless I get tricked by the purple lasers, which happens occasionally. That one would have hit me. That one as well, because we were after the fight. Did it hit me though? Yeah, it did hit me at the very last moment. So last moment that the hit sound effect was cut off. But sadly we couldn't restart anymore because the boss was already dying. Guess I'll have to play the stage again. No. We are moving on to Barai. It's a boss rush. It's scary. We're playing as next. With some power. I didn't look if we get any power-ups. It's a green crab that shoots green lasers that don't curve for some reason, even though they are. I got confused. I'll be honest with you. Oh, you don't go off screen to move to another corner. Also, I should have used my burst for this, but I didn't. Oh, your claws don't hurt. That was lucky on my end, because you would have trapped me otherwise. Just re-boss boss rush. What could possibly go wrong? And we do get shields. Disaster Jaw. That is one of the harder jaws, I'm pretty sure. Hey, we're playing as next, so we get some music we probably haven't heard. Because we didn't get to play as next as a preset quite often. But I'm also feeling like I'm playing for the first time again in this easy stage because I keep switching sides instead of using burst. Didn't counter burst. I tried, but didn't have enough burst meter. You're being a bit bullet spongy. And I forget who the third is. Who is our final boss? It's Glassy Stare. A more worthwhile final boss than Mirage Castle, that's for sure. Oh yeah, it's the one that doesn't flip. Considering how late we met that, it feels super weird. We are meeting it here. Also, I know your tricks, so I'm gonna get hit a lot. Okay, this is not a counter burst where I can just move into the burst. Good to know. Would have been nice to do this without losing a life, but can go either way at this point. Okay, it went either way. And that is actually the end of this branch. That's fun. That means we can do 2 DLCs. Are we gonna do 2 DLCs in one video or 2 DLC videos in a row? Both sound good. I want to try one of these just to see how it goes. If it wasn't for the turtle, this would look like the easiest one. Let's give it a try. Guide and burst out of church. Not promising that I'm beating this today, I just want to give it a try. This is the one with the lasers, right? Yes. This is probably the worst. I mean, I got hit, what, once? I should be above the laser though, because now I will get hit by one of the red. No? Did get hit here though, because I'm not in a power level where I counter bullets. What drops do we get? Get any drops? One shield drop for Ancient Barrage. A boss I feel like I haven't really figured out yet. Because of stuff like this, which just feels a lot like a lot of spam. I mean, I'm better at dealing with bullet capsules now. I'm gonna die. I mean, I know I can technically perfect piranha. Technically. We do get shields. And not just one. Oh wait, it's not a piranha though. This makes it less likely to succeed. I mean, I still know how to deal with you. That's not how to deal with you. You are so angry. Yeah, that could have gone better. But yeah. Even though this is incredibly doable, we are gonna stop here for today. I just wanted to take a look. And I guess just because they are big red warning flags doesn't mean they are necessarily impossible. Knock on wood once again. I mean, this one has 14 stages. That one is a bit worrisome. And you can't press tab here to look at the stages we can't see. But yeah, next time we're gonna either do these. Well, next time we're gonna do DLC. The time after that, we probably are gonna do DLC. But then we're either gonna do these challenge stages, or we're gonna continue the regular way. We'll see. Thanks for watching.